Okay. Okay. Maybe we're here. Maybe it's a figment of our imagination. Getting Stream Deck. Let's see if it actually works. Okay, all right. So at least it worked after 15 additional minutes, because I thought, it'll take me 10-15 minutes to reinstall Stream Deck plugins and make it work. But clearly it did not. It is working now. Closed captioning is working now. I can see it. They were both working Tuesday, broken Wednesday. I had to hit them with a hammer. Thanks, Annalie, for the hammer to hit them on Thursday so that they work. Maybe they'll work tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Last night. I'm tired of this.
I guess so. We just put it down. Can I tell them? Nobody's here yet. I just found wine from last night over in the corner. Like, I'm done with this. It's like a frat party up in here all the time. Okay. So since nobody saying anything in chat, maybe you're watching. The VOD will be weird, but whatever. It's always weird. I will fix a few things that I didn't take the time to fix because I was banging my head against Stream Deck. So let's brighten up our counter cam again. And I'm just going to leave the focus. It always puts it at -30. We'll just, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's not as annoying as I think it is. And then we'll look at this setting. You'd think with an update they would fix the business, but they did not. Okay. Things look all right. Things look okay. I'm getting levels. I'm okay. I was like, is everything broken? Did I like lose touch with reality for a minute? Happens. It's fine. And then of course I went to pull out my flour and realized I didn't have enough because I made a note to myself yesterday to get more. Today I went to the store and got wine. No flour. We'll manage. We're gonna work it. It's gonna be fabulous. Drinking juice. It's just fake lemonade, don't you worry. All right. Did I wipe the counter off? I did not. Okay, there are some standards that need to be maintained regardless of general degradation of quality in my stream this week. All right, here we go. Stream Deck gets to get untangled. I like literally just threw it on here. It's all, the cord's all wrapped up. Everything's a mess. Everything is fine, nothing is ruined. But this counter goes through a lot in a day. So it needs some tidying for sure. Hello, Megan, how are you? Okay, you were doing one of Ross's really like complicated ones yesterday or the day before, and I wanted to know how it was. Like, I can't even say the name of the poses he was doing, but I know it was an advanced one. And I'm like, what did you think? I have not done anything advanced with him because I would fall over. like my crow is not there yet. No headstand, no bridge. So I know my limits right now, but as someone who's really good at yoga, I would love to know what you thought of when you get up to his advanced levels. And in the meantime, I'll start. Actually, we're gonna, as usual, we're not gonna start with what I say we're gonna start with. We're gonna do donuts in a minute because the Zimtstern are egg white and almond flour cookies that need to dry. So we'll actually bake them tomorrow. So I can make them now and then put them aside. You learn that you should not do advanced. That's how I feel. I'd be like, oh, this is not, I cannot. Very difficult. I like that it's something to aim for it though. Like a lot, oh, he's got to rebalance the bike now. I put the mat down because because when I tidied up last time, I moved the mat. Anyway, he's got it. Everything's fine. But I like that the possibilities are like someday I could be good enough to do an advanced yoga lesson with Ross. Like that could be a thing. like years down the line but my balance is getting so much better. I tend to do intermediate unless I'm feeling like tired, then I do beginner. Beginner's too easy. It really generally is. Like, I like a little bit more, so. Hey Max, how are you? How's it been? I don't think I've seen you for a while. What's up? So everything up to the end was fine. Oh, so he's getting you ready for the poses and getting you ready, and then when you hit the pose. I've done some of those with him. And you're like, nope. Putting it all together didn't work. Well, good, Megan. You tried. That's awesome. I love that. I was so excited that you were working out when I was working out, too. That's like a cool, I don't know. It just felt cool to me. So, all right. So, I need another bowl. And I am going to use the hand mixer because this is a beat until stiff. So, oh, yeah, my other bowl is in the dishwasher. It's a sad day. Yes, that was so interesting. I was down here and Irish just goes, the queen died. And I'm like, no, wait. Well, she can't die. She's like old, but she hung through all the things. And then, yeah. So my condolences to a grieving nation. She was pretty badass, the queen, in some ways. I do find Eddie Izzard's lines about her very funny, but at the same time, I think she was pretty great, and so I'm sorry. And I'm very curious to see what happens with, like, recently a new PM and now new king. So let us know how you get on with that. Like, I was like, is he king yet? Does there have to be a thing? And he's like, no, at her last breath he becomes the king. And I was like, I need to know more. And so I'm sure we'll just be glued to the TV for the next couple weeks to see what happens, but it'll be big news. So I'll keep up with that and very curious to see just how it plays out. I mean, I was saying to my child, I didn't even look it up. I was saying to her, I think Elizabeth II and Victoria were the longest reigning monarchs in British history. I'm probably forgetting somebody, but like that's kind of like a massive legacy. So that's very cool. Properly use your muscles. True, Megan. Yes. Well, and you have a lot more muscles than you realize, I find, because then I'm like, oh, I was doing this wrong, and now that I'm doing it right, all the supporting muscles are helping, and they hurt. They've never been used, just the big ones. So I'm gonna get a dish for my egg yolk, which inevitably will become either galettes or chocolate chip cookies, both of which are really nice. So. I do have galette and chocolate chip cookie dough in the freezer, though. If you were here yesterday, I had a big freezer shenanigan with all my dough. But everything's labeled now, so that's good. Except chocolate chip, because they're obvious. Hello, Nene. Did Comcast fix the internet? It's working right now. That's all I can say. We did think they fixed it. And then after it died again, the next text from the Comcast guy was like, well, now it's possibly an underground main line. And I'm like, that's a big deal. Like, are you making stuff up? Are you gonna fix it like it's kind of important to us and maybe everybody else that's affected? But I don't know. So we'll hang in until we lose it. But Irish didn't stream today because it died at 9 a.m. and then it picked back up, I don't know, 20 minutes later, and it's untrustworthy. So he didn't want to. He gets so frustrated when it dies. I do too. I just get frustrated later in the day and I'm tireder, so then I'm like, I don't have the energy to get super angry like I could in the morning. So they should be giving you a discount for poor internet. I do need to call them and have them refund at least half of our monthly plan because it's not working. So yeah, I need to put that on my list. I will. I need to write it down because otherwise I'll make myself a liar. I do have a sticky note out already from yesterday, so that's helpful. Oh, Nene, I printed out the shipping label for your cookies. So tomorrow, make them, put them in a box, stick that label on, and run them over to UPS. So luckily, you don't live out in the middle of nowhere like Ruffles, and therefore I can send them straight to you. So I'm excited. I finally figured out how to not go in and have to talk to the UPS people, who then don't understand a lot of stuff. Like the first time they do it, they have to figure out, like, I'm shipping under an assumed name very weirdly. And then they're like, oh, that's interesting. But anyway, so I should be able to shortcut that process from here on out. So yes, I'm very excited. And I told my friend and my kid, I mentioned like, oh yeah, I'm going to send some gingerbread. She hasn't had any before. And my mom goes, what? Like she was offended. So there we go. What did the mystery recipe? It was cookies. It was lemon Milanese, the malandrili. So the funny thing was, I found dough in the freezer with the same bake instructions, and it is these. So it's these lemon ones, but I went ahead and put lemon glaze and made them into sandwich cookies. I think they're way better that way. So that's the one that was left. I'm going to give this to the neighbors because I haven't been over there in a bit. And we'll get them some cookies. I'm sure they need some cookies. And then I'm writing down a thing. Oh yeah, call Comcast. For discount. You know, oh, Max, she was the longest in British history. Excellent. Yeah, very cool. A French monarch who has slightly longer reign, but they're French, so like I like the language, and lots of the people are nice, but they're French. I need to go to France again. I had a good experience as like a tween, and then I had a fairly poor experience solo as an adult because I was trying my French, and the French Parisians would not speak to me. The immigrant Parisians were great and could understand, and we were fine. So I got to go back and rewrite some of that so that I can have a better memory of France again. But Boro, hello, how are you? Darkwood, yummy, yes. You need to get on the cookies, yes, Megan. Not sure you like gingerbread? Well, go steal one of your sisters, and then if you don't, I'll send you something else. Yes, she's gonna save one. You can find out together. You should stream it. Like unboxing, only tasting. That'd be fun. I don't know, I just think a lot of things would be fun. Darkwood Boro, how are you? If you didn't know, Queen Elizabeth II died today. So Max was catching us up on that because she is now the longest reigning, and 96, that's a good age. My grandma was 97 when she died last year, and that was a full life. She led a very full life, so I'm thinking the Queen probably did too. I mean, visually she did. She was out doing all the things up until a couple weeks ago, really. You're well enough. I know you are. Darkwood firing it up. Ooh. The barbecue? 70 years on the throne. I mean, that's an impact. Even if you're, like, there's the PM. There's that balance of power, but, like, she definitely was out there making herself known, that kind of thing. So, doing what queens do. Your grandma died at 94 a month or so ago. I'm so sorry, Boro. Yeah. It made it a little easier that I got that much longer, you know, with her, because I mean, like Irish didn't know his grandparents. Like they died when he was little. So at least there is some of that blessing of being able to live into the 90s with, you know, grandkids who, or like my kid had 4 great-grandparents when she was born, and then slowly now she has 1. But it's cool to have that long-term relationship with some of the people in your family that otherwise, like, you don't get that connection of like this amount of time and how things have changed within a person's lifetime. I think that stuff is really cool. So. I feel like I heard a cat. I did hear a cat. There is a cat. She appears stuck. She sounds stuck. Where is she? Oh, she's just howling. Okay. Like, she doesn't usually make that sound. And so, but she's upstairs just yelling. The other one has a specific meow before she pukes. So that's exciting. Hi, Flatspin. You got to meet your great-grandmother once. How was that? When I met my great-grandfather as a kid, it was scary because he was in a nursing home. And at least back then, I mean, probably now as well, they are not pleasant places. And for a kid, it was very intimidating and worrying and all the things. And everything was dark and cold and smelled awful and just a lot. So you say well enough because you hate when people say they're doing well when they aren't. So well enough, what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. Yes, Bora. You can totally, it's like total, it's total waffle words. But you can tell me if you're doing poorly or awesome or whatever you want. Or you don't, you can just say well enough and I'll take it that that's all you want to say. That's totally fine too. What I did not do today that I meant to was, at least for the US portion of the viewers, to put the 988 number in the corner somewhere just to have it in case you're having a super rough time and you need to talk to somebody. If you're thinking about not treating yourself well. So I will do that, but not today. I hardly got on stream today. Oh my goodness. Così cosa, so. Comme si, comme ça. Si. Ciao. You're doing poorly or awesome or whatever you want, apparently. Do whatever you want, Bora. Be you. That's super. Thank you again for the biddies. So Sheena's gonna get cookies that are gonna be covered by the lovely bits that you sent, and then of course we'll continue paying it forward. So you're welcome to volunteer yourself to get a box of something whenever I make something that you want to try. Like these Zimtstern, which we are going to get into very quickly here. I say quickly. Are, I've never tried them before, so they're one, Kaya sent 6 cookie recipes way back when. And they're all fairly simple, but they're all a little bit different and not a normal thing that I would make. And so I'm excited to try them. These are egg white and ground almonds with cherry and cinnamon flavors. So they are, I would call them like meringues. They do dry overnight, so we're gonna make the dough and then leave them and make donuts. Okay, let's focus. Again, maybe I'll be able to do that. Okay, here we go. Shrug. Yes, you're diabetic, so it would be difficult, but someday I will at least make sugar-free. And if you can do, and I know you said lactose creates potentially problems, but you can take the enzyme, right? So let's brainstorm what we can do. I'll try. Like, I enjoy trying to find a food solution to a food problem. Like maybe we can just put some stuff in it. So if you're willing, if it's too much work for you and I'm putting burden on you, don't even, just be like, Liz, and then I'll do that. All right. I do need to get out my mixer because whipping egg whites by hand probably would be fine. But I'm tired. And finally, justifiably so. I did a couple of workouts today. I had extra energy. It was very strange, so I just used it right up. Because who wants extra energy? I finally got the right one out. This is for egg whites. The other ones are for everything, but since I have this one, I should use this beater. Visiting all over, back if you can, less than 3. Thank you very much, and enjoy. Go spread the seeds of joy in all the channels. There were a lot of people on. I finally sat down at my computer at like 3:15 and was like, oh, all these people, I want to go like say hi and all this stuff. And I did, and then I mostly left lurks because I had to come down here and try and get Lenny to fix all the plugins, and that worked on Tuesday, didn't work on Wednesday, and now have to work again today because mysteries happen. So we're going to beat the egg white with the salt until stiff. Small pinch of salt. No pinching, just grinding. Can't do a one-handed crack when you need just the white. I can do this though, that's easy. And because it's meringue, I certainly don't want to break the yolk. That would put fat in the white and not have it whip up like it's supposed to. And then we wouldn't have a cookie. All right. And I do have a cake coming up, so my workout group for the summer is disbanding, but we're having one last workout / party. And of course I said, is it okay to bring cake to a workout party? Because that might be kind of bad. But nobody was mad about it. So I get to make a workout cake from a sweat club. Because that's what we called ourselves. And boy, it was true. Working out in a park in the summer in Texas. Why not, right? Should be fine. I've never been more sweaty. And I don't play COD, or else that would be more sweaty than summers in Texas, because boy. Irish installed it again, and it's just as fun as it was the first time to watch. So, all right, that's gross. It's just dirty. Yeah, this is a dirty, dirty little mixer. Poor thing. All right. How's the noise level on that? It's high. I can see it going into the yellow. Well, let's see how we can go. Not bad. Okay, thank you, Nene. That's helpful. It looks like it stays in the yellow, and I try to avoid that. But if it's not killing y'all, that's good. It shouldn't be too much longer, I hope, because we're getting a nice whip. It is more helpful when you use the correct beater, though. The one that's made to do this. I mean, there's stiff peaks. That was fast. Excellent. Hello, Broke. How are you? It's been a while. What are you doing? Oh, that's my party hat. I totally forgot it got approved. Yay, my sparkle party hat. We'll have a sub party soon, but we'll make a party cake. I was just saying for my workout group. Whenever, sometime in the next couple weeks. Love cakes, love the party. Hey, my little cake. It does look like a marshmallow, though. I think Nene was saying that yesterday, right? Definitely looks like a toasted marshmallow, unless you zoom into like 600x, which is what I do when I make them pixel by pixel. That's okay, we can do marshmallows and cakes. It's all good. Yes, it was you, wasn't it? Okay. I thought I remembered. I never can rely on my memory, which is why I write things down. Sugar, we want 100 grams, which will be half a cup. And we'll pop that in and whip it up. We'll whip it good, as we say. Broke, what's going on with you lately? Or any of you can answer that, obviously. I do try to check in with people in real life every so often. It's just easy to get distracted, so I try to, just send a text. And so I sent one to the woman who is our former nanny, because while I was working for the first 3 or 4 years with Momo, then we had somebody come, take care of her. And so we still keep in touch, and so we started 5th grade, and so I sent her like, hey, we started 5th grade, how are things with you? And she shaved the back of her head too, and then I showed her my blue hair in a picture. It was exciting. We were very exciting, but that's like kind of the level of my my news is like, well, I have blue hair now. Nothing else has changed, so. All right, it doesn't say to like whip the heck out of this so much, so I just do it to incorporation. This is the first time I've made it. I don't know. Work, and work. Yes. Yeah, still doing the pizzas? That's amazing. Bora, when you're down by the sea and an eel bites your knee, that's amore. That was so good. I'm so glad you just spread that kind of joy. Tibbs, hello, how are you? It's so funny that I typed your shout out as tiny instead of tidy. So bad. I apologize. I can laugh at myself though. I hope you laugh as well instead of don't take me too seriously. Okay, 175 grams of ground almonds. So that'll be the bulk, and the egg white will be our sticky, and that'll be nice. And then we just have flavors. So, donuts. We're gonna make, yes, some creme delish donuts, hopefully. So that is the big draw for today, I think. 175, oh, is that gonna be quite a lot? I mean, okay. No. It should be 150. Oh no, it is 175. Okay, I mathed right. I just had a moment. 75. All right. So I need to put more of this on the list too. The shopping list. Everyone does need laughs and smiles, Bora. Truth. Laughter's the best medicine. Also medicine, but laughter. Hey, kiddo. Hang on. I don't know what that was about. The child is not happy. She's sulking about something, but I don't know what it is. And if she won't tell me, I can't help. So this is gonna get too thick for this really fast. Let me get, there we go. Get all of that off. Oh, their baked donuts broke. I should tell you, I don't fry much. I don't love it. So, I don't even like, I mean, I like filled donuts because you just get all the frosting or the jelly or whatever, but like just a fried up donut, not so exciting for me. So these are the ones you can make at home in a pan that's shaped like a donut. I would love to make the yeast dough, you know, I would love to do that part of it, but then I think I would just be done. I'd be like, I don't want to fry it. All right, Cinnamon wants 3/4 of, it says a tablespoon. It says 3/4 of a tablespoon. That's a lot of cinnamon. I'm gonna do a teaspoon because I have big concerns. Let's see. And then it takes cherry. It says 1/2 tablespoon of cherry. Cherry what? It does not say. I'm going to add a drop of cherry flavoring from our extremely strong concentrated flavors. I was going to say essential oils, but it's totally fake, so it's not even that. So let's get our pipette. And our cherry. That's raspberry, so the other red one must be cherry. Very nice. Smells nice. Smells like cough syrup, honestly, but you know. One drop. Distributing that is going to be interesting. I probably, in retrospect, and we'll make a note of this, should have put it in the egg whites, although I wonder if it would have messed up the texture. Let's just see. So, all right. Yeah, it's gonna, well, we have to mix the heck out of this anyway. It's very stiff. So this makes our dough, and then we will cut out shapes. Actually, since it has no flour in it and can't develop gluten, I will just knead the heck out of it on some wax paper. Actually, this is just occurred to me. It's like a macaron, right? It's got egg white and almond flour as the main components, with just flavor thrown in. So, and you do dry them as well. You dry the macarons and they get their feet I think it's a completely different texture though, because macarons are kind of wet, and this is going to be very stiff and dry from what I can see. Get the scraping down. There we go. Smells nice. Cinnamon and cherry. I wouldn't have normally put those together, but why not, right? And one of the recipes, a different recipe that she sent me calls for kirsch, which is cherry liqueur. So I thought at some point, like a cinnamon and a cherry liqueur together would be interesting. I would try it. You just have to figure out which cinnamon to get. Like, just gonna go straight Fireball, or or what else is out there. Oh, it's so sticky, but that's okay. We'll mush it until it looks homogeneous. Combine to form a dough. Roll out the dough and cut out stars and dry. And then glaze with lemon. So cinnamon, lemon, and cherry. The glaze will definitely be a tomorrow thing, but we'll see how it goes. My robot says there's an air quality problem. Probably it's just hot. Maybe I should have used a dough hook for this. Well, with egg whites and almonds in it, it's actually going to be, well, it is sugar. If I had used fake sugar, it could probably be a keto treat, which would be interesting. I haven't tried to make something to be keto from a non-keto recipe in a long time, since I am not doing that particular method right now. Okay, I'm gonna call that mixed. It's pretty homogeneous in color, and that's probably the best I can hope for. It is very sticky. All right. So we flatten it. It does not say how, oh yeah, it does. Never mind. So it's a centimeter thick, which I have the fat rollers on here. So it's thicker than my, what are these, 8? Oh, no, they're 10. We're fine. Never mind. All is well. So we will roll these all the way out. Guten Abend. Hola. Bonsoir. It's not evening. Well, it's evening for you. How are you, John? How are things going? All right. So this is a half recipe. So it doesn't make much, but that's fine because here we are. I will get out the medium. That's a small tray. This is the medium. I will get a medium tray and some parchment because this is just gonna lay out for the rest of the evening and all tomorrow. Good, other than losing a Marnock, yes indeed. My condolences. We were talking, Max is or was in here, and we were talking about how she has been the longest reigning, because I wasn't sure if Victoria was longer, but he confirmed that Elizabeth II is longest reigning, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, I thought she was pretty cool. For a queen, I don't have a lot of stuff to compare to. Hey Jen, how are you? What are you making tonight? Jen's my real life friend. I'm gonna say it every time, so that you know I have real life friends, as well as Twitch family. Need it all. Need all the people. It's weird. I'm super introverted and I like to have people, like all the people. Like, doesn't make any sense, but here we are. So I don't have a star cutter, but I have a little flower cutter, and we're just gonna do that. And these they dry out. So I'm not going to put them terribly far apart from each other, because as long as air can get between them, I think we're good. She had a good run. Yes, definitely end of an era. It's very interesting to think about how things will play out with King Charles. So that's, that's on the horizon, I guess. I always thought like, oh, I'm not like super interested in the royals. Like, it's fine or whatever. But I mean, it's kind of a big thing on the geopolitical stage. I was wondering what Camilla would be called, but I see Queen Consort, which I was like, is she even going to get like the whole title? I don't know. There she is, though. It's not like kings didn't have a bunch of extra wives, Henry. But, well, and lots, but Henry is famous for his 6, so I guess it makes sense. Oh, pupusas. Good question, Nene. The thing that's funny to me is, for the longest time, you can go around Houston, and there's like all sorts of foods and things. We have a really nice, diverse population for the most part, but you can go to a pupusaria and get pupusas, and I was like, that sounds terrible. That's the worst. I still have not been to one. I shouldn't I? But I think, unless I'm thinking of something else, they're the little yeah, a stuffed taco, I guess that's right. I was going to say more like an empanada, but they don't have the same outside that an empanada does, which is a fried pastry dough with meat, like savory stuff in it. So, first time making them. Go, Jen. So Jen brought cake today, because if you were here on stream yesterday, you might have noticed that Irish was talking about Jen's crack cake, which is like pineapple upside down cake, except not pineapple, but fruit salad. She brought it over fresh. She's like, hey, coming over, gonna bring the cake, brought it, like he took a fork to it. She walked in the house and he was like there with a fork. It was awesome. So that was really fun. More like a stuffed corn cake than a taco. So you don't use a tortilla, you use a corn dough. On the outside, is that Broke? Is that what you're just making the distinction? Pretend I speak English and we'll go from there. Anything like a taco sounds good. Agree. It is a masa dough? Okay. I almost made tilitas again today because they went over very well. So I do like a good corn meal type stuff myself. I'd have to, Jen, if this works out, if you like it, then let me know your recipe and I will try and copy it. See if we can get some. But putting taco meat in it, that's the recipe you're using? I mean, can you put anything in it, I feel? Or is it a specific, like yesterday, shepherd's pie versus cottage pie, right? Shepherd's pie is lamb, apparently. I was at Trader Joe's picking up the aforementioned wine and also no flour because I forgot I needed flour. And they had, it said beef shepherd's pie, and I was like, I was told. It's not how it works. I did not tell Trader Joe, though. He was not present, and I was not going to be like that. Although, now that I've mentioned Trader Joe's, so one of the things that I did get, we haven't tried these before, but they're called Parmesan Pups. They're pigs in a blanket. They're like hot dogs in a croissant roll, but it has Parmesan and a bunch of spices and stuff. Iris saw it on a list of things to get from Trader Joe's that are awesome, and we hadn't tried them, so I picked them up. But now I kind of want those for dinner instead of what I planned. Hey, Crab. We're going to get to your donuts in a minute. I almost had to abort, but then I didn't because I figured I could try something else. So we'll see how part whole wheat flour works in them because I'm almost out of AP. You can put anything in pupusas? Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Just like empanadas. It's like a shell. It's like an exterior. Oh, it's a TikTok, Jen. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, send it to me. Generally beans and cheese. A flour loco they they use? Huh. Very cool. These are sticky, y'all, but that's okay. I love beans and cheese. Like, honestly, if I got condemned and they were like last meal, I'd be like, can you get me a can of refried beans and a bunch of shredded, like fresh shredded, grated cheddar and a giant spoon. I would just eat that. Oh, but also cheesecake. You had a crew from El Salvador once, so you ate tons. Oh, nice. It's good whenever you have like people who like know the cuisine, like live the cuisine, to be like, this is legit, or like this is no good. Or mostly like, my grandma made it this way. That's what I love. Like, I'll do your grandma's recipe. We should try that. You have to make the curtido and salsa. Curtido is a fermented cabbage dish. Really? You're adding beans except for, oh, they don't like them. Yeah. Texture issues. Sounds familiar. You have tried to figure out your last meal. You were never able to decide. I get that, Boro. And I never like put that much thought into it. I'm just like, that's how much I love refried beans and cheese. Is like, I'd be okay with that if that was the last thing I ate. No, just picky. Shredding cheese now. I love shredded cheese from the block. It's so better than the texture of pre-purchased shredded cheese because of all the stuff that's in it to make it not stick together. I will shred it, let it stick together, freeze it, get it out later, pull it apart, and use it. I haven't done that in a while, though. I need to. All right. The salsa is kind of like tomato sauce. Oh, so it's not like a chunky salsa. I don't know. I like different salsas. I like pretty much most salsas. Don't put carrots in it, please. Other than that, I'll try your salsa. Or your chutney. Or your, I don't know, whatever. Then it just makes it, oh yes, for sure makes it simple. Just puree the things. Squizzy, you know what I'm doing, but I'm lurking. Are you still streaming? I'm sorry I had to leave you a lurk. I meant to get on earlier and I never sat down to the computer before then. Can somebody please shout out Squizzy? Who else is in here that needs shout outs that I'm terrible at doing? Anybody can do !SO, please. John Bloor and Rexy Megan. I know for sure stream because I watch their streams. I try to catch more people, and I just didn't sit down. Like, I can't do it on my phone, you guys. I can't. I'm doing other things if I'm just on my phone, and I'm really bad at it. I can't even Discord on my phone hardly. Okay, I'm trying to make sure these have enough space, but I'm like mashing them all together. You can't even see it. I'm getting it. Hello, Darnie. There is food. Food in potentia. We are going to eventually make this into food. Not this one today, this one tomorrow, but we have more food coming, so don't you worry. I seen you in here. Well, thank you. Thank you, Squizzy. Let's go see. I'm sticky, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's see if we can get a clip. There he is. I don't know what that clip is, but that's our Squizzy. So many good DCS people in here. So many, well, but you all do different things too. It's so cool. And then Megan with the movement games is wicked good. Darnie, how did you find us? What brought you in other than are you just hungry? Because that happens. That's fine. So there are a couple of little shreds of dough left, and I'm just not going to stress myself over them. So there they go. I get to put the rolling pin away. Yep, because we're doing donut dough next. So, well, donut batter because they're baked, and I don't need my mixer. So Zimtstern cinnamon cherry almond flour egg white cookies are going to go over here for now. I'm sure they'll migrate around the kitchen, but for now they'll go there, and we'll see tomorrow. We'll check in tomorrow. I'll probably bake them off first thing on stream so we can see how they turn out. It's funny, like there are a lot of foods I leave on the counter overnight, but like not when they're raw. So, oh. What is this, a tease? No, we'll get those tomorrow. I'm making donuts now. You get some donuts, you're fine. You'll be all right. I might even make dinner, I don't even know. It depends on how fast or slow I end up going. I always make food and I always try it. There's always something that I will complete and eat on stream. Usually 2 things. Today I didn't have a plan for much more than these 2, but we'll see. Okay, Zimtstern, go back over here. Or on the floor, oh, with my pencil. Oh, I'm just coming apart. That's all right. Everything is fine. So, I don't even know what's all over the counter now. New bowl. We'll get a, yeah, gravity wins, exactly. Darn it. I rely heavily on gravity in the kitchen for sure. So, all right, we are trying, so creme delish culinary powder was created by Creme Delish, the person in the stream. And I've made donuts with this before. So it's a cinnamon, vanilla, eggy flavoring. It's kind of almost like an eggnog mix, only better, because I don't like eggnog. And so you can make it into drinks, you can bake it into all sorts of stuff. So we are making donuts, baked donuts. And Creme has since I tested this on stream, he's taken it and made some changes of his own and sells the donuts at his stall at the market. And so I'm going to incorporate his changes and see how they turn out, and then we're going to eat them because I really love these donuts. Anything cinnamon, vanilla, brown sugar, I'm in. Hello, Z Films. How are you knew I was going to ask. You're great. I'm so glad. I'm great too. I'm doing well. I'm hungry. I just got real hungry. It's okay. I might stop and make a mug cake though. We'll have to see. I do like that mug cake. Speaking of, I haven't seen P. Wooly in a long time. I remember Wooly made it for himself the day after I made it on stream, and then had a comment about how much fiber it has in it, because it has some fiber in it. Goodness. All right, on we go. We are making, it says it makes 8 donuts in our pan, and I have a 6 donut pan. Everyone is hungry. You know, Squizzy's always hungry when he comes in. That's what I love. If you're gonna make something, you want somebody to be like, I want to eat that. Like, toot sweet, I'm hungry. Otherwise you're like, oh, that's nice, but I just don't want it. I'm like, it's fresh, you should eat it. All right, well, I'll prepare for baking some of the batter as cupcakes instead. And who knows, we might invent the creme delish cupcake in the process. You've already eaten dinner and you're hungry when you got done. I hate that so much, right? Irish gets that way too, Boro. Oh, Tech, thank you very much. How are you? Yeah, it's still blue. No matter when I wash it and all the blue comes out, it's hanging on to the blue. All right, pans aside. Stuff in the bowl. Yeah, dry and then wet. Okay. Well, I have to melt the butter. I'll melt the butter first. We'll do it wet then dry. It's fine. So I had a scale and I put it right there, obviously. You're doing a special stream later today. It's National Actors Day. Cool, C Films. Let's get you a shout out. I can do that. No, I need the exclamation point. Otherwise, it will not work. There we go. Bora, you tried a Cubano sandwich for the first time. You weren't impressed, but you imagine this was a poor example, so it may not be the best first test.
Rest of your day.
Huh.
Thank you all for being here.
What's that have in it? That's the one with the really thin sliced meat and pickles? What's in a coupon? Remind me. Was there a special occasion that led to the hair dye? No, I've wanted to do it for a while, and Irish got me the blue for Christmas, so then I was like, cool, I can do it. And then I just eventually, because I had to bleach all my hair to get the blue to show up. So eventually I sat down long enough to have somebody like do it properly, because otherwise if I had tried to do it myself, I would have no hair. I'm not good with the hair stuff. So just getting around to it, but I'm enjoying the blue. Ham, pulled pork, oh, mustard and pickle on a specific bread made with lard. Oh, it sounds like it would be good. The best kind of special occasion because I felt like it. I love that tech up. That's a really good, I don't know, mantra, I guess. Okay, so I need 21 grams of butter. That was 20. I scraped off another gram. We'll go ahead and nuke the bowl. See if we can get it melty without exploding everywhere. And then we're going to put the rest of our wet in, mix it, then put our dry on top of it, which is backwards, but it's going to be fine. We're going to be all right. So I do need to get my milk out. Yeah. And we are not putting, again, that is Crem's change to this is there's already dried egg in the mix. And so taking the egg out makes it a lot less sticky. It was so sticky and like the outside was like gooey, and I could have put cinnamon sugar on it. It would have stuck like really well. But instead, we'll try it with a little bit of a drier outside, but it will still have the egginess because of the powdered egg in the mix. So that'll be nice. All right, so there is our butter. This was a generic sandwich place. Might not be the best example. That's true. Yeah, definitely if you want to try it again. Sorry, my necklace is just hitting the mic, isn't it? Maybe find a place a Cuban place. Or yeah. Hello, how are you? Tech Ops and Boro and we had 2 films. Squizzy came in and said hi. He's still streaming though. That was cute. And then somebody that I think came from Squizzy's stream because we were talking about how Squizzy's hungry. Darnie. Oh, welcome Darnie. Irish knows you. So awesome. Already in the family. All right, so we're doing a 1/4 cup of milk. I did not mean to pause chat. There we go. It says buttermilk. I'm going to go ahead and add a squeeze of lemon juice to this because I want the acid that buttermilk would have. But I'm going to go ahead and put the milk in. Let's see how warm the butter was and if it will make if the cold milk will make the butter chunky, or if yeah, it did. Or if the warm butter will make the milk warm. Thermodynamics is fun. All right, so we are going to get a squeeze of lemon juice in here and then heat it again so that it's not, that poor lemon's been squeezed. There's another squeeze in it though. I'm gonna keep it. All right, so we're gonna warm that again. The lemon you won't taste when it comes out, so that's nice. Tech Op, we flew our vipers with Irish's skin on them way too close together, like cool formation, like blue angels. Like that's amazing. Cool, Creme, no worries, absolutely. There we go. Now it's not chunks of solid butter in cold milk. It's going to be lumpy milk because I put the lemon juice in it. That's okay. And then we're going to put some vanilla in. And that should be the last of our wet. Half teaspoon, really? The saga of the half teaspoons continue. I'm just going to use what I'm going to call half of the whole teaspoon. Because my 2 other half teaspoon measures are gone. I did have a dream that I found them underneath the stove though, which is weird because there's no way to get them underneath there. But I kind of feel like I should try and move it and see if they're under there anyway. Like, prophetic dream, I don't have those, but like you never know. I'd check it to find my teaspoons. So this should be all of our wet. Vanilla butter, we're skipping the egg. Oh, we want our brown sugar in with the wet. Sugar always goes in with the wet, unless there's a specific reason not to. So the brown sugar makes this really nice and moist as well, and it goes really well with the vanilla cinnamon from the creme delish mix. 56 grams. Let's see how big that chunk is. 26, 43, 50, 53, 56, yeah, 56. Every so often you try to see if your dreams are prophetic, so Iris just realized I'm making donuts, creme delish donuts, which he loved.
I'm in Squizzy's stream and darn it just said you're making donuts.
I
don't even
am.
know what you're making.
Creme delish donuts.
Oh,
You really
stop.
liked those last time. You've never found something based on a dream about it. Maybe someday. There you go. Keep trying. The actual dinner plan was mini pizzas according to the child. How do you feel about that? Okay, I have salmon and rice I can make. I was going to make myself fake mini pizzas on tortillas because I'm classy. Jen says hi. Jen says hi.
What?
Jen.
Dan, that's what I'm gonna have for dinner.
Oh, cake. He's going to eat your cake, girl. You're going to show him? It's like right here.
So yesterday, I asked Jen for a cake, and this morning she brought me a cake. And this is no ordinary cake. I don't even know what it's called.
Crack cake.
Oh, crap.
That's what,
cake?
I mean,
thought
like,
y'all were just like
no, literally that's what we call it. See this right here? This is because he took a fork to it while it was still warm. So
It was
good.
warm? Oh my god.
Nene says hi as well.
Sheena! I'm beat.
How was your ride?
It was fucking amazing.
Yeah?
30-minute EDM.
Hannah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well done.
Stretch, what was that, 52?
Oh my gosh. Getting that heart rate up. Yeah. Hello, Warrior Queen. How are you? Thank you. This is, so Jen in chat made this for Irish. He already ate some because she's like, brought it over warm because she's an amazing person. And, well, other reasons too, but she's just amazing in general. And so he's already gone through this with a fork. But I'm making creme delish donuts, which he likes not quite as much as this crack cake, but almost. And so he's got lots of sweets, which is fine because he's doing, like he just did a really good workout. And so you get to eat the sweets when you work out hard, right? That's why we do it. You'll go into a diabetic coma. Legit, he would. All of us would. Welcome back, Creme. You just made dinner for Teddy and the kids. Very nice. What did you say you were making? Oh, you were going to have a salad because you already ate late. I try to do that, but then they have like food and it looks really good and I just have some of that. I won't do the mini pizzas though because I just don't love them. They're like a thick crust and they're the little like from Costco. And the kid loves them and so, you know, I consider making them for her, but I'll do something that's, I don't know, healthier. You know the feeling. Okay, so we have our wet. I need to start the oven. Gosh, it's only 5:12. I'm almost like we'll take it cool, but I'm gonna eat something like other than just a donut on stream. I'm probably gonna make my mug cake. So, green beans, yum. I need to get more veggies. Like I get one veg and then we eat that for that week, and then I have to figure out another one for the next week. And of course the kid doesn't like anything. We had zucchini last week. We had green beans the week before. I have to figure out what I'm going to get for this week. I might get fresh asparagus. You have to get kind of a lot. I can eat a lot of asparagus in one meal. So to make it go across at least 4, I have to get kind of a lot. All right, so now we're going to dump dry on top of this. So flour, and then soda, and then the mix. Okay, so let's see how much flour we have left. It might be enough, but if not, I have the whole wheat because I did a little panic take earlier because this is all the flour I have. Literally, you're just typing asparagus. Well done, Nene. I think I will. I just put vegetables on there. Sometimes something looks really good that I forget about. So that's always an option too. Aha. I will have enough. You know what though? I like artichokes. I should get artichokes if they're in season. Darnie, you're like, nah. Tell me why. Oh, you were eating green beans. You have salads with all meals for you. I should do that. I do try to have something nice and fibery with every meal. Hopefully, like usually a vegetable. Oh, I got myself snacking cucumbers. Have you seen these? At Costco, they give you a whole bag of them. And you give them money. Like, check out these. They're the cutest. So I just have been grabbing a couple, cutting them in half, putting salt on them because you kind of, I need salt on my cucumbers. But look, they're like pickles, only not pickled. They're like little. So I grab a couple of those for a snack too. Try and get my green and my fiber. All right, so flour, we need a little bit. 1/4 teaspoon of soda. And just put that on top of the flour so it doesn't react yet. Just wipe that out. And then 69 grams of creme de liche powder. Have you tried asparagus wrapped in bacon or asparagus and olive oil and Cajun spices? That sounds good. I usually just salt and pepper. I'm very basic. Olive oil, salt and pepper. You make them into a salad with tomatoes. That'd be good. I like them by themselves a lot, so I tend to do that, but I did think about slicing them and putting them on something, but then I didn't. I just ate them. Yeah, they would be good in stuff too. And the child, she loves the smell, but she doesn't like the taste, and that's fine, you know? So she doesn't eat them, but maybe someday she will. It's kind of like I was with coffee for the longest time. I didn't want any. I just wanted to smell it. And then one day my sister made me a gingerbread latte. And then I started drinking coffee and now I drink it black. So, evolution. You still eat cucumbers and say it's a vegetable? Yeah, right? Like, if only cucumbers weren't considered a fruit, are they? It's like strawberries are bananas are I don't know. So much contention. And like tomatoes, right? Tomatoes are something like, oh, I just eat them. I'm not worried. Okay, so mix. Yeah, whatever. It has a bunch of directions like do this and then blend this and I'm like, oh, we're just gonna stir it. Okay. Your grandfather made a cucumber salad? What was it about? What did it have in it? That sounds really nice. You know what? Maybe this is half of the 8 batch and it makes 4, because this looks kind of small. We might not need our cupcakes after all. Maybe I should make cupcakes after this. All right, we're gonna spray the pan. Yes, that's way too much oil. I know. We get to massage it in because metal needs massaging, but it always sticks around the center. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it does not. Now that's usually when I overfill them too. So these will not be overfilled because this is not enough to fill all of them anyway. Yeah, my notes should be more clear, I feel. Silly me. Usually I do well with notes, but every so often it's like I have very high expectations of myself to remember things that I won't. So, vinegar and sugar with onions. Ooh, that sounds nice. I almost cut up a green onion and put it on top of my sliced cucumbers that had salt on them. I do love a good vinegar too. I'm not fond of every vinegar, but I like a lot of them. All right, we're gonna do this by weight this time. Yeah. I don't know what the starting weight is, so that's why I was hesitant, but we're gonna go for it. And you know, this is a little too thick. I want it to settle back down into itself a little bit more. I'm gonna add just a splash of milk. We're doing a little experimentation, so. Let's see if I can get away with just a splash. Yeah. You never know. That's why you should pour it into a vessel before, or like the kid will not pour vanilla over the bowl into a teaspoon because of the number of times she's missed the teaspoon. She used to bake with me a lot whenever she was little. It's much less now. I have high hopes of getting her back in here, but not yet. All right, so let's do... I missed the well. 47. Let's do 48. It went to 48. Let's do 48 in each one and see where that gets us. I need 96 because I forgot to tare it, and then we'll tare it. Good. Then this one over here. There is an order. I forget where I learned it. I'm sure it was on some cooking show. I forgot to tare again, so we need 96 again. Maybe we'll get 5. Oh, I forgot to tare it again, so now I have to do math. 113 plus 144. Oh, goodness. Yours is a bit thin. You fill the donut pan with a spoon. Okay, that's helpful to know. Yeah, because the texture is different without the egg in it. So that's a good note. We could just play with this recipe all day, Creme, huh? Okay, 144, and not enough for another one. So I will add, I don't know, 4. Try and get 4 in each one. Let's see how big that is. How big is that? We'll do a little bit more. That's 5. So we'll add 5 grams to each and see. So that'll be 10, and yeah. Oops, that was a bit much. That's okay, because we have enough. All right, so one last scrape of the bowl. I know you're just looking at the green bowl, aren't you? There we go. And we'll put the last bit in this one in the corner. So we'll have one that won't. We'll have one well that's empty. I'm gonna wipe it out a little bit. I don't like letting it just fry the grease in the pan. Oh, good. And our singing oven is ready, so I'll just wipe this down a little bit. Thank you, Warrior Queen. I hope it is yummy. It should be. Everything in it is delicious, so. I mean, I don't like buttermilk on its own, to be honest, but the rest of it is good stuff. All right, baking, and I'll look at how. Let me look at the instructions before I put it in. Oh, 325. See, it's already 375. I didn't do that part. Let's let it cool down for a second. And 13 to 17. So I'm going to open it, leave it open for a minute, pop it in, and then it'll get down to temp fairly quickly. So we'll call that good, and we'll pop over to the timer and do 12. And we'll check it then. And we can set a short one if it needs longer, but these are less overfilled than usual, so it might be an actual good bake time with this amount of dough, because I try and just make big fat puffy donuts. Now that we have a cupcake tray out. I want to make more. So this was our coffee cake cupcakes. I had taken a coffee cake, which we had clarified is a cinnamon sugar cake, to eat with coffee, not coffee flavored, which I will make a different time because it's on a list. I have a whole coffee themed week coming at some point. Made coffee cake at the request of the child, and Irish mentioned, wouldn't it be nice if instead of the dry cinnamon sugar on top, it had a streusel. So I'm going to make that if I have enough flour. Let me find my sticky note. It's around here somewhere. Oh, you know what? I stuck it to the, did I stick it to the cabinet? Most of my sticky notes do belong stuck to the cabinet. It is here. Whoop! It was very faintly stuck. This is a third of a recipe. It needs a cup of flour. Let me measure and see if I have the flour to do this. If so, we will do it like a boss. Hi, Red. How are you? So good to see you. All right, if we have 140, if not, we can supplement with wheat. We have enough. A little more than enough. Where'd my spoon go? I must have stuck it in the sink. Me and spoons. It is a party now that Red's here. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Doing great. Hungry. Oh, that's a cat hair. Awesome. I'm classy. A cat hair in my cupcakes. All right, so we have 140 grams of flour. So we may proceed. This is my flour, but we're fine. So, let me double check that I have enough stuff out, and we will, that is not the recipe I'm looking at. I need to put that away. Woot woot. I like that, Red. We'll make it a party. Make it a party. Sugar, butter, vanilla, egg, flour, powdered soda, salt, sour cream, brown sugar, cinnamon. Perfect. Creme hype balloon. Yay. All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to get out more ingredients and have that, okay. Butter, egg, need to come out next. Butter, egg, sour cream, and then I need this, the powder. Powder. Butter, egg, all the things, all the things. You know how much butter I go through, y'all. It is a non-trivial amount. All right. Let me get some stuff out of the cheese drawer. Sour cream lives with the cheese, of course. So some out of there so I can move stuff around. But we will make I will make my tortilla pizzas. Actually, I was going to call them pizzadillas instead of quesadillas because I thought that would be cool. I didn't check to see if anybody trademarked that though, so it might be trouble. Something's burning. Let's look. Meh, everything's fine. Oh, Ruffles is here. Hello. Check out, someday you want to be enough of a cook that you have to worry if there's enough flour left in your container. Basically a calzone. Well, but I'm making it on a tortilla, Ruffles, so it's not really. It's also a carb-conscious tortilla, so it's even less than a real tortilla. But you know. All right, so I'm going to mix my dry in this bowl. I'll get a little bowl, and then we'll do... You know what? I'm going to switch that. I'm going to mix my dry in the little bowl. There we go. Step one, get a flour kit, right? A flour container. Oh, my container's empty. I don't even have a container. It's so empty. I've been baking since I was a teen, so it's the thought of like not having stuff in your pantry to be able to whip up like bread and cookies and cupcakes. How do you live? Probably healthier, honestly. I do have a whole shelf for the baking stuff. So if I cleaned that off and didn't bake, I'd have a whole bunch more room. But I don't know, I wouldn't put, what would I put in there? Cans of corn? I like corn, but I mean, you know. You know what, guys? I'm gonna have to take a quick bio, sorry. Lots of lemonade. I'll be right back. As soon as I find my button.
I figure I could be the entertainment. Is this shit on? Is it on? I should put like something in this. So, Tech Ops, I didn't see the video. Or I saw that you posted something. Should I put sour cream just randomly and shit? Oh. Damn, I kind of want to do something. Oh shit, run. I'm just talking, like we're just chatting. Oh damn, I didn't know Krem was here. What? I didn't do anything.
No, you
didn't do anything.
Did you spit in the flour?
No, I was trying to think of something to do, but I couldn't figure it out. But Krem was going to tell on me anyway.
He was, because these are his donuts flavored. Or actually, no, they're not. Sorry, we're on coffee cake.
Flan formation. Yes! I'll look at it. Put the block of butter inside.
The bowl of flour, but don't unwrap it. Oh my gosh.
It wouldn't fit.
It does.
Totally could have done that.
Totally could have.
What, am I cooking?
Right.
Well, if it ain't frozen, I ain't cooking it.
He's so good at stuff. He really is. Oh. She was chewing on her hair. How do you put cayenne in her hair? Adds a little fiber to the butter. It's healthy, right? Chew on that. Oh yeah, right now or for dinner? Soon. Okay. Irish found a freezer food he wants. So we'll do that.
Still in there?
Make some eggies, Ruffle says. Yes, Jen's here.
Jen, you need to come have a talk with that child.
Oh my gosh.
Better stop chewing on her damn hair.
Eggs with vinegar? Yes, our child chews on her hair when she's bored. And apparently her life is super boring. Irish told her she couldn't binge watch the show that she wanted to. And so that's usually when it happens. So, no, Dad make eggs. Oh yeah, you could totally do that. Hang on. Oh God, I was like, did he stop my timer? That would have been a shenanigan for sure. No, we have 3 minutes on the donuts. Vinegar for the hair. We, can you do that? I guess you can, because you can do a vinegar rinse when you, does it taste like vinegar though? She would not like it. Need some bitter flavor. Oh, you know, we had that for her nails because she chews on her nails too. And what she would do is like suck it up and chew it to like chew off the bitter nail so that she could then at her leisure chew on her nails again. Like I'm not sure how to help her. It's a habit that's very difficult for her to like engage with mentally. Like she just automatically does a lot of that stuff. So it's rough. Years and years and years ago when you were a hairdresser, there was a spray you could put on her hair that would stop that real quick. Very bitter. Okay, so like the nails, I mean, maybe we need to do that. Eat through the pain, right? I know. I can do it. And the funny thing is, here's the kid who like, we made her turkey lunch meat rolls one time instead of ham lunch meat rolls, and it was a 45-minute tantrum. She was younger then, but still, I mean, it's just, she's a wonderful kid. I was going to say she's got a lot going on. She is excellent and healthy and has a few habits that aren't terrible, but they do affect her everyday life. So, just in these small ways. I literally cut all my fingernails off because they grow really fast, and I don't want them. Yeah, so it's rough. Like a dog with a shock collar, exactly. Yes, Ruffles. Always, I was gonna say always fun. It's not. It's not always fun. Poor puppers. Okay. I am gonna see if the softened butter actually is 56 grams so that I don't have to figure out how to soften the butter without putting a metal bowl through the microwave, because I don't think that would be a good idea. It's so close. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm a terrible person, is I'm gonna use 40 grams of butter and I'm gonna add an additional 16 grams of sour cream. When the time comes, it'll be a little looser, it'll be fine. Except that I need soft butter for my streusel. So I'm gonna soften some butter in a separate dish and do it right. Dang it. All right. Kids don't like the pupusas? Boo. You had your share of tantrums over simple things when you were a kid. You still do. What? Irish made the gesture. I didn't know what I did. I didn't mean to. I always assume it's me. I do. It's a the donuts smell amazing. Let's see how long. 11 seconds. No, I didn't want to set the hour timer. Oh, it's the next door neighbors that got delivered to us. Yeah, I know. Okay, try a steam bowl. Boiling water over the bowl and invert it over the bowl. That's a good idea, Ruffles. That would work too. Sounds like a lot of work though compared to a microwave. All right, ooh, yes. Okay, so let me test. Okay, 3 more minutes. So they're nice and golden brown, but they are too soft in the middle. According to my touch test, we'll do 3 minutes and see how they go. Because we were at 12, and so 15 would be in the middle of the 13 to 18. Vinegar is a good rinse. Also mayo for dandruff. Oh. I bet you can't use light mayo though. It just softens more evenly. Yes, you do get hot spots with the microwave. True, true. I just do it in increments and see how it goes. So I need 16 left in there. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna put these away, but we'll bring them back to compare. In the meantime, I am not this pan. I'm gonna tidy. You know that it's a thing that definitely happens with food and drink streamers, and probably everybody else, but mine you get to see because I'll put stuff away. Did you, no, I did not show him that recipe, Ruffles. That looks super good though. I'm just gonna make it at some point. There we go, it did turn off. So I need 16 in here. Butter is so sticky. 17's fine. All right. Good. So we'll leave the rest of that butter for the streusel. I totally will do, haha, here, eat this. Sounds like something I would do. All right. We'll put the rest of this butter back in the countertop dish, which means I need to get some more out of the freezer. I don't know what to make tomorrow, you guys. I have some basic recipes like other comfort food kind of stuff, but if there's anything you want to suggest, you let me know. I would be happy to see if I could give it a shot. I'm going to put away the almond flour because it goes in the fridge. I heard a notification. Kaya, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Let's do, oh, Ruffles is on it. Thank you for the shout out. Darnie, you love almonds? Do you make a lot of almond flour stuff? There's a lot of good recipes you can use. But I also like slivered ones and flake ones and raw ones. Well, no, I like them roasted, not raw. Wasbag, hello, how are you? You just eat the almonds themselves, yeah. Sounds good. So, Kaya, these are the Zimstern the cinnamon and cherry stars that you sent. I didn't have stars, so they got to be flowers, but I'm drying them overnight as per your recipe that you sent. You'll hop off to bed. Long Friday, lots of work with the kiddos. All right, good night. Enjoy, Kaya, but thank you. Maybe you'll be able to be back tomorrow and see these baked, because you'll have to tell me if they're correct or not. I have no idea. Bacon for sure. Good evening. You are like the third bacon-related person that comes in, and I love that. I do need to make a bacon stream. Okay, let's touch test. Yes, these are now no longer raw. So we will let them cool, and then we'll taste test after we touch test. Those are the creme delish flavored donuts. And so we did the Zimstern getting ready. We did the creme delish donuts, and now I'm just impulsively doing another coffee cake muffin / cupcake. They're really, it's a sour cream cake, honestly, because we made some earlier this week and we've almost eaten all of them, and I want to try an improvement that was suggested in stream. So get cherry bottle. So I just used the extract because I ended up thinking that was the one thing I was waiting for, and I'll just try the extract, like a drop of it, because it's the very strong one, and we'll see what we can taste. So very experimental. But yes, no, I didn't go get the bottle after all. Since I had the flavors for the Fruit Loops that it came with cherry. Maybe it won't be okay, but maybe I think it will. So we'll see. Tomorrow for sure. Bacon stream, sign you up. All right, darn you. Well, I'll make it very clear when Bacon Week starts. I'm gonna have a coffee week and a bacon week. I've had lemon week before, cake week. It's fun. Also, I really like Great British Bake Off, so I just pretend sometimes like I'm doing that. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yes, now you can get notified of whenever I'm always 4 Central, except today I was late because OBS and Stream Deck were fighting. But I try to always be on time because that's just the kind of person I am. So we'll be happy to see you again. Signed up for bacon. Excellent. Yes. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Focus on the important thing. Cake. Subnautica. Oh, that's right. You're still playing Drowning Simulator. You're so brave to do that, Kaya. You really, really are. Well done, you. I cannot get there yet, but I'm so happy that you're capable of doing that, and I look up to you for that, so I will maybe try someday to get there. I have a pretty severe fear of drowning, I guess. I figured most people do. It seems normal. But I can't play swimming, drowning games. Tib, yes, you should make bacon. You'll be done soon, you guess? Oh, okay. Well, I want to hear all about it. So I will come, assuming I can make a time when I'm not streaming that you're streaming, then I will come in and look and try very hard. But I need to put sugar and vanilla and an egg in here. Oh, did I get out my egg? I don't see an egg. So I'll assume I did not. Bacon donuts. I mean, why not, Ruffles, right? We were talking about maple bacon. That goes on the list. Let me get a fresh sticky note. What else do we want to see? Bacon maple cupcakes are like a thing that's done quite a lot on cooking shows, which is fine. I don't mind copying some people. I swear I had an egg, though. I really wanted to find it. Okay, never mind. We'll just put that one there. But something a little bit, more experimental. I enjoy that. So let's see, bacon. Maple with a question mark, because I don't love maple donuts. There are so many ways to make them, yes. Bacon wrapped sausages, yum. Streaming 47, assassin game. I love a good assassination, let me tell you. You have to watch people shank other people with, I love Assassin's Creed. Such a good franchise. I can watch murder all day, but it's the drowning I don't like. Yeah. Well, thank you, Kaya. Okay. What else? Okay. Think about what you want with bacon for a stream. preferably a baking type thing. Bacon maple donuts. I've heard that candied bacon that's covered in chocolate is also good. So we might do a bacon choc chip cookie or a blondie. Warrior Queen, you're just tired, yes. Bacon cake, bacon cake. Bacon and caramelized sugar. I will do bacon candy. Like cooked to a crisp and crumbled into the sugar that I will then make into hard candies. The thing is, it's just gonna taste like sugar until you get the bits of bacon. So what other flavor could we put in with the bacon in there? I mean, the thing is, to make a hard candy with caramel is difficult because it's a hotter temperature. For the bacon sundae, chocolate bacon, you like that? Okay, bacon eclairs. I want to do pâte à choux. Yes, bacon. Okay, you tried bacon dipped in chocolate. It was not it. Okay, Darnie, good to know. I'm wondering if bits will be different than like a whole, like a rasher. You know, chocolate and bacon and like maybe bits. Like a bacony bite, a chocolatey bite. I use semi-sweet chocolate for my chips for cookies, so we'll try that. Bacon candy, maybe. I'm gonna put a question mark by that. I really like bacon eclairs. Okay, that's a full stream week. That's 4 things, but we'll put some others on as well, just, you know, for backups. Bacon sundae. What ice cream? You think like ice cream sundae with bacon? All right, good night, Kaya. We started all the bacon talk and now everyone has to go get bacon. Except the few who hate it. There are plenty of you in here. There were at least 2. And I think Borough was one and I thought Sea Films was the other. Some of those I could do 2 in 1. Yes, absolutely true. I'm gonna say bacon sundae / soft serve. Because I could do that. I can do a soft serve. Candy bacon, yes. I'm gonna do a bacon candy for sure. So crisp it and then make it into candies and then maybe a taffy. I don't know, I'll think about it. But that goes up here, which is where all my streaming ideas are. Let me get back to business. Bacon biscuits. I gotta write that one down. I love a biscuit. Good night, Kaya. Have a very good night. I hope you get enough sleep. You are a superwoman in so many ways. Bacon flavored ice cream? No, I could do that, Ruffles. I think, yeah. I do have to cook it down until it's really dry though. Bacon biscuits. Oh, thank you, Ruffles. Thank you so much for doing that. I do forget. All right. Sugar, let's put sugar in here. And bump up the temp on the stove so it's correct when I get there. That'll be good. We are using white sugar for the batter. I literally made this 2 days ago. You'd think I would remember all the details, but I do not. That's why we write things down. 100. Half teaspoon of vanilla. No half teaspoons. Do I need a half teaspoon of the dry? Yeah, I do. So I will get out my half teaspoon. Singular. And I will put it in the dry, and then I will use it for the vanilla last. Soda, powder, both get half. And cinnamon for the topping. Okay. Half soda. Welcome back, Sea Films. Were you saying that you didn't like bacon? I couldn't remember. I know Boro was one, and I thought you might have been the other. There will be a whole week that you do not want to be here if that's the case. We just talked about a bacon week. So cinnamon in the topping. Now I can use this for my vanilla. You eat bacon. Okay. Baking soda is not a liquid. No, I put it in the dry. I said the wrong thing, didn't I? But I was using it because I need to put my vanilla in the wet. But my ½ teaspoon is the only one. Seriously, if they sell like a pack of 5 ½ teaspoons on Amazon, I should go grab that. All right. And sugar is a wet. So I know a lot of you who know baking are aware of that, but it doesn't seem intuitive when you first get there, right? All right. Done with that. That I can mix. I'm just going to mix this the dry with a knife so we get our leavening fairly well distributed. It would be better with a whisk, but I had a knife out. How is sugar wet? Yes, it goes in the wet. It behaves like a wet, so that's why. I'm sure there's science, but I don't know it. I could look it up though. Then I would be happy to explain it. It's like glass is a liquid and a solid. Sugar is a dry and a wet, but we put it in wet. Because we cream it too. Look at how nice this is right here. So nice. Then the egg goes in here and makes it look funny. And then we dump that in and then the sour cream. Eggs over here. Sugar is a solid crystal-like thing, but as Ruffles says, it acts like a fluid. It goes well in suspension, which is why it goes into the wet so well. And if you make hard candy with it, similar to glass, it will slowly get heavier at the bottom. It will slowly, liquidly, what is it? There's a word for that, and I don't know what it is. But, so you think sugar is a solid, and it acts like a solid in most ways, and then you treat it in certain ways, and it no longer does. Mostly those ways that involve liquid. Hey, by the way, we're going to take a sec to get the donut. It does have a crystalline structure, that's true. But so does glass. Pretty sure glass does, right? Isn't that, I mean, like, part of the deal? It's got a crystalline matrix. All right, so if I can turn this, I cannot. I want to turn it on the center so that I can get it out without having to pry. Let's see what we can do. Sugar does dissolve in water. I mean, lots of things do. Baking powder dissolves in water too. There we go, there we go. It's turning. Okay. Uh-huh. So this is our creme de lish donut. It's much darker than a normal donut. Than if I made, for instance, a cinnamon sugar donut. And a lot of that is due to, it's got a really nice sugar content, and then extra, well, we didn't have any egg, but it's extra egg. So, science, I know. Oh, you put it thin there, Ruffles? The crystalline structure allows it to move flow more evenly, because they don't stick to each other when in suspension. Yes, flour will cling to itself and make pockets. The electron bonds wanting to reform long strings. Oh, I did not know that part of it. That's cool. All right, so twisted another one. Yum, came out great. These are a lot less sticky than when I made these first, and so that's exactly what Krem wanted for his booth, so that he didn't have to haul around a bunch of donuts that stuck together. And I think this will be, what am I trying to say? More of a texture that still has that cake donut to it, but isn't so moist. And so, you know, I'm trying to think of an example, like almost like a sticky toffee pudding, or like what's another really sticky bake that I'm thinking of? I have to eat one. I think they are creme because they look really good on the bottom, on the inside. But they are certainly like nice and dry. They're like cakey muffiny on top. So I think when we get into them. You were doing data entry stuff for work today. That can be fun. Oh gosh, did I mangle this one? This one broke. So this is the one that gets eaten. I just felt it kind of collapse as I went. Okay, so here we go. I deserve to eat a whole half a donut. Yeah, so it's still nice and moist inside. Oh yeah, yep, super nice. No regrets. It really doesn't need that extra egg in it. More like a classic cake donut.
That's what she said.
Thank you, Ruffles. You could not, yeah, I know. Had to do it. Also, sugar inhibits the gluten forming when mixed with dry, really. I'll have to try that sometime. This is so good. Cram, you said you made another change recently, right? I know you said you were making them smaller. You were making them without the egg. Was there something else that you tweaked? Like the sugar, maybe? So, on the top here, this is definitely the sugar caramelizing. And so it's got a nice, like crusty, like the same crustiness you get when you have really the edge of the brownie, those kinds of things. So that's where the texture difference is from egg versus no egg. It's really good. I'm just gonna eat the whole thing now, obviously. So nice. You definitely get the cinnamon vanilla, just like last time. They're browner last time than yellower. So last time they were yellower and they were, I mean, egg yolk for sure had a lot to do with that. But they're still really delicious. Are breakfast eggs under or overrated? I mean, we just eat them all the time. But a lot of people don't. We also have a lot of breakfast for dinner. Okay, good. I'm gonna finish these cupcakes and then we'll go see if Cookie Banner is streaming this evening. I think she should be. They're just rated. Exactly right. That's what I Ruffles. That's where I was going. Like, you just eat them for breakfast. Like that's a thing you do. I do want to put my brown sugar in the topping. Ooh, that butter is solidified. That's fun. So let's get that. Gosh, that's a big lump. Let's see if we can turn it on. Had to fold it. Understood, Queen. I was tripping over your name. Sorry. Yes. All right, 56. All right, so good. No, it's okay. You got called away. No worries. I ate the heck out of that donut. So good. I was asking what other change you made. You said no egg and smaller. Mom. Hi, Spicy. How's Lord Spicy doing today? Oh, right. We were mixing the egg. We got a lot going on. This is an extra bonus recipe anyway. So, all good. The donuts were moist. They were not as moist, but they still were perfectly moist and cakey inside. The top was caramelized sugar, so it was like nicer. It's like I was saying it's like the edges of brownies, like the good crisp part. All the creme delish flavor came through, just like I wanted, but they're browner instead of yellower because the egg yolk from the egg that I was adding is not in there. So still an extremely good donut, just a different texture. Folding is a sucker's bet. Uh-oh. You'll cook eggs anytime as an easy snack. Yeah, same, Ruffles. That's true. Fried eggs, just like, boom. I am well, Lord Spicy. Thank you so much for asking. I did a second ago I said I was very hungry, and I have been, but then I got tired as well. But the donut's gonna help real soon. I know that sugar's gonna kick in, and it's gonna be great. So, oh yeah, so half of this, and then some of the sour cream, and then the other half this, and the other half of the sour cream. I know you're hungry. I'm hungry. Sea Films, you don't like eggs? Yeah. Is it more texture or flavor? Cram, you did not get to catch how much of what you put in. a few fires. Oh, no, probably. Oh, the recipe's on the website. I totally forgot about that. Right. Okay, I'll go look because I think I did what you said because we had been chatting back and forth about it. So it worked. I loved it. We'll have to get Irish. He really loved it too. And the texture might make a difference for him. So I need 47 in here for half. Fine, we'll go with 52. So I'll put 40 in next time. And we'll get it mixed. Sour cream cake is so nice. It's very similar to the way the donuts are, where you get a really nice moist cake with an airy crumb, so it feels more... Cakes can get dry, that's all. They can just get dry, and it happens. And this one just doesn't. All right, so 40 sour cream. That's why I buy a big bucket of it. Oops. That was 42. I'm just gonna eat it. I love sour cream. I know it's weird. Like, I would eat it instead of yogurt. Except that yogurt's healthier. So good. All right, so the rest of our dry. But before I finish mixing that, I know half the leavening's already in, but I do want to actually get out the right tray because this will make 8, not 12, but it will make more than 6, which is where I have my cupcakes right now. See, Films, you used to eat eggs when you were younger, but now you're older, you do not eat eggs. Fair enough. That is a choice that a grown-up can make. I find them very easy to add to a dish or to make their own dish. I've eaten eggs in salsa before, so just like as a thing. So, I mean, certainly some people eat cereal for breakfast, and that's fine. Do they know why they're sugar crashing? Sometimes, I would imagine, and sometimes they don't. So. I'll educate anybody who will listen about maybe don't do that. But not a fan of shells in cooked eggs. No. That's a thing I'm not a fan of either. You generally don't put the shell in the egg when you cook it for a human. When you give eggs to chickens, you give them the shells too, apparently. But yeah, no, I wouldn't think so. A soft boiled egg for breakfast is a lovely thing. Get some toast points, just it's so nice, yes. All right, the knife is not the right tool for that, so I'm going to get a little spoon to do our streusel with, which is the improvement from last time with the recipe because we didn't have butter in it, and this will make the topping moister instead of dry like we saw it on the ones I showed you. Cereal is a soup, agree. Actually, I eat dry cereal. If I have Fruit Loops, I definitely eat dry cereal from the box. But I do not have Fruit Loops. Darnie had no drooling emote. No, I didn't make one. I could. I do have my sounds, though. My channel point sounds. Mostly discussing cakes, cookies, and how hungry we are. All right, once this is a paste, I will leave it and dish the cupcakes. Cookies! Yes, cookies. Not today, though, huh? Well, half of the cookie thing today. We'll eat a cookie tomorrow. All right, there's our streusel, which is literally just brown sugar, butter, and cinnamon. And then, which is why I liked my thumb, we will have... I think when I did this originally, I wanted 2 dishers one on bottom and one on top with the streusel in the middle and on the top, or the filling. So we'll do that because 12 was too small. I wanted a higher cake, more batter. Cereal not in a liquid is not a soup. Yes, accurate. It is pre-soup. It is soup in potentia. I feel from this that I might need 9. I'm not sure. All right, we're gonna add just a little bit in the middle. It felt like there was a lot more when it was in dry form, so I'll see. We'll see if we can find that balance. Well, I also don't know how many this is going to make, so let's save some and see how far another disher gets us. Mush them down. Is a smoothie soup? It's a puree. I'm going to go with no, it's a sauce that you just drink. Or our sauce is smoothies. Oof, just throwing butter around. 8 is a good number. Excellent. So now I can make that note. There's a tiny, I mean, I could scrape out a tiny bit more than enough for 8, but in general, this is a nice 8 cupcake batter. So there we go. And then we'll put all the topping on. When does a cupcake become a muffin? Yes, that is a very good question and could be highly debated because where really is the difference? Generally, an unfrosted cupcake could be a muffin, right? We could play it that way. There could be an argument made for inclusions, like muffins have, blueberries or chunks of banana or something like that. But at the same time, often cakes do as well. You don't fill a muffin with frosting like you might a cupcake. Like I have actually a tool to make holes in baked cupcakes so I can put filling and ganache and things in there. And I would not do that with a muffin. All right, so I could have added more filling in the middle. I will make a note of that as well. But we are just going to be super generous and make sure that these all have a really nice topping. And they only bake for 8. Oh no, they bake for quite a bit longer. All right, these bake for 18 minutes. So once I rinse all this deliciousness off my hand, I should have just eaten it, but I already had a whole donut. We'll go ahead and put these in. And set our timer for 18 minutes. And then we'll tidy up and have some more chat if we feel like it. C Films, I would love your opinion on when does a cupcake become a muffin, if you have one. It is often difficult to distinguish, in my opinion. All right, so sour cream goes away. Our poor little red muffin tin never made it and is not tin, but that's dirty bowl. All the sugar, none of the flour. All right. There's room in here again, but I'm gonna have to fill it back up once I get flour. Can't get that close to running out of flour again. Must hoard flour for the next month. I'll try to be rational, actually. This is about, this container holds about 5 pounds, so I can get a 5-pound bag and not have to store a whole nother 5 pounds. All right, vanilla and cinnamon. I really could leave some of these out, but I mean, I will use them tomorrow and possibly this evening. All right, that tidies up most of our stuff. I actually might start prepping my food, which is, well, I'm making 3 different meals, but 2 of them are freezer food, so that's okay. So I will say it does make 8. Yeah, we'll put that back up there. But we might need it next. It may fall though. We'll have to see. I don't know that I'll need another sticky note either. So, in this quiet time, actually, I might go ahead and load the dishwasher. I think there is quite a lull, isn't there, sometimes when everybody Europe time goes to sleep, and at the same time, the North Americans are, well, I guess it could be anybody in the hemisphere, right? Anyway, lots of us are getting ready for dinner or eating. So, naturally there can be a lull in the chat. Once I get these put away though, we'll go see if Cookie Manor is up and running. She and Ginger Ninja are super cool. I really love that she came to watch my stream, and some others of course, before she started hers, just to kind of see how things were being done. And she's got her own vibe, but it's still very nice and chill. Oh, gotta shove that whiskey in. Lucky thing it bends, huh? And then the cookie cutter. The top rack always needs all the plastic bowls, which is fine. I do have a lot of plastic bowls now. Good. I filled up the dishwasher. I can run it after dinner. Oops. Oh, something got stuck. There we go. What is it? Oh, the knife. The knife went through a slot. There we go. I do think a new dishwasher with the little trays that you put all the utensils in might be really cool, but until this one breaks, we're not getting a new one, which is fine. Hey, Smolla, how are you? You gotta get on that MasterChef level and start making my own flour, right? I'm like, I have some wheat, I'll be right back. I can make oat flour all day long. I can make your gluten-free stuff out of stuff I have in here. Like, I can change it up and make it keto, but flour is the difficult part. I could have pulsed the wheat flour till it became, well, no, because the brand, the seed coat. Yeah, yes, I need to level up. Exactly, Smolla. You're doing housework, Ruffles, nice. I was loading the dishwasher, y'all. Jedi Annalie, oh my gosh, I know, I was talking. But yes, it's very clean. Impromptu additional coffee cakes are in the oven, coffee cake cupcakes. I'll show you Smolla and Annalie for not having been here. We're gonna bake these tomorrow. They're cinnamon cherry meringue stars, I guess. They dry overnight, so we'll bake them tomorrow, but we made them today. Thank you very much, Smolla, for the hair comment. I appreciate that. I'm enjoying it. It's hair. Sometimes I'm not enjoying it and I want to cut it off, but I'm not going to. So, Australia has a hard time forgetting streamers because most of the other time zones in the countries do not align well with Australia. Yeah. Yes, so one of my favorite Australian streamers is Michelle. I'll shout her out because why the heck not? And she's super fun to watch, but she has the weirdest hours because like it's, oh, no, that's not how you do a shout out, Liz. Like, I made the command and yet here I am. And so I think she's like up at 3 in the morning and doing those things, but finds the, you know,
Guys,
people
look like
find her.
you're dying. Whoa, okay, walked in the fire. Did not mean to do that. Stop, drop, and roll.
She's so cute.
And in the evening. It's all good, just stop, drop, and roll.
So yeah, but she has interesting hours, but she's streams in my morning and I'm usually busy in my morning doing all my other stuff that I have to do. So no, stop. That robot thinks I'm talking about her all the time, but I wasn't. So I don't get to watch Michelle very much, but yeah, interesting how the time zones align and what you might have to do in different zones to actually have a good audience. So yes, well, I'm glad you are well. Haven't seen you in a bit. Haven't heard you in a bit from Aisha's computer swearing about coding stuff. So fun. They do look good. They do, but they are brown instead of like cream colored. I mean, they weren't this dark the first time, I think. So the egg yolk really made them sort of yellower than brown. You know, like every time you threaten to cut your hair, your friends threaten you with your life. They are scary. I was like, oh, okay. You could trim it. It's fine. Everything will be fine. I had a pixie cut once. I mean, you could cut a lot of it off, but other than it getting in the way for workouts, like it's good hair. It's all right. It's been through a lot. Haven't streamed much lately. Timing is weird, so is motivation. Totally hear you on that. Don't stress yourself. Totally fine. Well, I mean, we'll all be here when you get back to doing it if you want to. Irish took off like, what, a year? From the first time he was streaming to now? Like, yeah, absolutely. This is why you should just cut it, then let them find out after the fact. What if they like pile on her? Tech up, that could be bad. I mean, hopefully your friends would not actually harm you. Please, if they will, maybe not be friends with them. I know, but it's a thought. So, yeah, and you'd be like, surprise, it's amazing. I look super great. And then they would love it. It's almost to your ankles, if not in a braid. Oh, I can't even do, I mean, I don't think I technically could grow hair that long, as well as I don't think I could have the patience for it. That's pretty great though. Well done you. Well done, Scalp of Annalie, for doing the thing. It's impressive. Yeah, serious hair, exactly. All right, hydration achieved. Unless I decide to do something else stupid like work out again. That would be a bad idea. Okay, how long do we have? 8 minutes on the cupcakes. Super. I'm gonna start getting out freezer food and I'm gonna go peek in to see if Cookie Manor is ready, or would you like to? Here, will you entertain the folks?
What are you doing?
Just getting freezer food out.
Freezer food. What's up, chat? What's up? What's up, dogs?
What's up, buddy? So those are the ones that don't have an egg in them. So they're still nice and moist, but they're not.
They're still good.
They're still really good. They're just not as like the tops are crusty instead of sticky.
The freaking spices in this
I
stuff is
know.
crazy. It's such a perfect balance.
Yes, I think that's why the creme delish is what it is because it's just got, it's not too overpoweringly cinnamon. It's got like nice vanilla.
Really good.
It's really good.
Well done, creme.
You heard it here.
Well
it's
done,
really
creme
good.
of creme delish.
Creme de la creme delish. I love that. That's so funny. I would have never thought of it. Smella says you're his boy. Did Gaddafi get mad at me for jokingly saying that I called him your girlfriend
When? I don't even know when that was.
a couple of days ago?
No, and who cares if he did?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought you'd let me know if he did it. Dang. I was just curious because I was being goofy and then I was like, I wonder if that's offensive. And then I thought, I did think that it was Gaddafi and you, so probably you've said like way rude things to each other.
Maybe I can be that walking hair from Adam's family.
Oh, Cousin It, yes. Annalie's hair is down to her ankles.
Who?
Annalie. Jedi.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. Oh, he believes you. Yes, Cousin It. Just flip some here and go like, meh, 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 meh. Isn't that how he talks? It's Gaddafi who tears, Irish Patty and Sea of Thieves every minute. I mean, legit. Tech Op knows.
Oh yeah, he's
Knows how it is. Oh, you have. Oh, good. You're on the crew.
He gets annoyed.
Who?
Tech Op.
Tech Op, you get annoyed at them?
Yes.
Because of their shenanigans?
Yes.
I'm conflict avoidant, which means I shouldn't play Sea of Thieves. I'm like, stop, let them have their treasure. We'll just go
Who's
get our
conflict
own.
avoidant?
Me. I am. He's like, who is? Like, he's not. He starts.
Well, I
He
know
starts
Tech
the
Op wasn't
conflict.
saying- I thought
Oh, no.
Tech Op was saying he's conflict avoidance.
Oh, no, not if you play Sea of Thieves willingly. I'm kidding. I do like the game. It's a good game.
No, you don't.
I don't like to play with Irish when he's in a mood. So, there's that. You think I got 10 times more toxic all the time by playing with them for a few hours? Oh, you got more toxic, right? By the end of a couple of hours of playing Sea of Thieves. That's the garbage truck.
Why so late?
I don't know, because they probably, holiday week. They probably tried to pack everybody in on Tuesday.
What'd he say?
He said he thinks he got 10 times more toxic by playing with y'all.
That's what you're supposed to do. It's a PvP game.
It's a PvP game.
All PvP games are toxic.
That they are. Okay, 375. All right.
I haven't played Sea of Thieves in like a week.
Yeah.
Been playing
Well,
Farmers.
farming, yes. Attaboy's been playing with you, right?
Yep.
A team PvP game, not free for all. Yes, that's true. Although you can totally betray your team in Sea of Thieves in a heartbeat. How many of these do you want? Okay. I think I make you 8, but it's been a while. Okay. I'm not having any. Huh? You're hungry? Okay. It was fun. It is fun. All right, can these go on the same tray is the real question. No. Maybe? No. All right. Gosh, how long? 3 minutes on the cupcakes, which is good because you do not need to watch me make freezer food. So let me go see if Cookie is up. Cupcakes smell really good. I'm hoping they'll be nice and... Well, I have to put a slash in the URL, silly. How did that happen? Anyway, I hope the cupcakes are really nice on top and not dry. We'll see. Yes, okay, she is... Whoop, no. She's not on yet. Well, that is a bummer. So let's see if there's somebody we have Eat at Dad's. We can go over there. Most of y'all are DCS. We could go see Dom. Oh, Dana's Kitchen would be good too. El Chosen One is doing food and drink. We will go crash his party if... Yeah, we'll go crash his party as soon as the... Well, let me see if he's almost done. I do have a good habit of raiding people right when they're going to raid somebody else. All right, so we have a few minutes anyway because I want to see the cupcakes. In 2 minutes when they're done. Oh, Red, is he on? Okay, I didn't see him, but I didn't look all the way down my list. So yeah, we definitely could. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll do 10. It's always fun to ride a raid train, right? You're like, who knows where you'll end up? Thank you, Creme. Have a good one. So glad that we were working on the donut thing. That was really fun. So, excellent stuff. You have a good night. He's still boiling a bunch of stuff. All right, so we will go, oh, well, okay, so do you want to vote? Do you see yes or, because it is red flying. Can I do a poll? That's not a poll. That's, do I have to type it? No, I don't remember how to do it. I haven't done a poll in ages. Well, for anybody who's still listening, let me know if you would prefer to raid Red Raider or El Chosen One, who is a professional chef and who's doing a cooking stream right now. He's been in several times. So if you want food stuff versus flying stuff. Oh, and it actually pulls up. I thought I had to give it arguments. Ruffles, thank you. Ah, there we go. Pull. Oh, there we go. Spelling Red's name is fun. We're gonna give you 1 minute. Anybody who's paying attention. This is why I always raid out with like 4 people. Thank you, Ruffles, as always. All right, let's check our cupcakes. Ooh, goodness. Okay, so here's lesson learned. They are done, but 2 dishers is over full. Look at that delightfully puffiness. Well, that one's not done. All the others I touched. Every single one is done except this one in the corner. We'll let them sit. Oh, it's probably the streusel underneath. So they still got a crusty top, but they'll have a lot of goo in the middle with the streusel. Hello. Chat room, please vote. You have less than a minute. Fufeo? How do you say your name, my dear? I'd be happy to call you however you want to be called, unless it's a swear word, because I try to be family friendly. We are about to raid out, so you are at the very end of the stream. We're deciding whether we want to do raid a flying game person or a cooking person. Get your votes in. I said it perfectly, Fufeo. Okay, thank you. It looks like El Chosen won. You 3 of you voted, like literally 3. Okay, anyone else type in chat or forever hold your peace, because Chosen is currently the winner. All 3 of you. Are there only 3 left in here? As soon as I start talking raid, I feel like, I don't know, I was saying everybody goes out to eat dinner too, so, you know, it happens. All right. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, raid. El Chosen 1. All right, I will be in there for a minute. I gotta, you know, lurk and make food for the fam. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. I will see you tomorrow, Comcast and God willing. So until then, take care. Raid all of them. Bye, y'all.